Welcome to the Conclave. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Conclave Podcast. This seems really weird to me anyway. For you guys, it's been 2 weeks since we've shown up. It's been probably
Almost a month since we
a month or so since we've had to sit down and
record.
record. So this is almost feels like we're just getting started for the first time again.
Yeah, it took us way too long to figure out the mics again this morning.
Oh, tired. I know we always are, but I think that comes with owning a business and having kids and then extra jobs on the side to keep things floating.
Yeah,
But we went out for a very lovely date night the other night, and I
I'm still recovering.
I'm still
I am
recovering.
very much not 25 anymore.
No, no, I'm not even 35 anymore.
No, everything hurts. I want a nap.
Well,
Like
on
a
the
juice box.
juice box, I will go get you some juice boxes as soon as we're done.
All right.
So on the upside, this is a fun episode, and not so serious. This is episode 15. Am I the asshole? Part 3. Where once again we are going to jump on that gravy train of a trend, tell other people's stories, and then tell you how we would have done it differently,
Magically speaking.
magically speaking. Would you like to go first?
No, I think you can go first this time.
I go first this time? Okay. Next time we rock, paper, scissors, board.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, we can do that now.
On shoot. Shoot.
Oh, wait, does that mean I go first?
That means you
Okay. We forgot to define the terms of the competition.
Yep.
All right. So, am I the asshole for gambling half of my kids' college funds and winning?
Go on.
Let me just remove the glasses from this one.
Oh, it's getting surreal.
Okay, I know that the title sounds horrible, but hear me out. About a week ago, a group of friends and I took a trip to Vegas, and for the record, we all got COVID tested before we went out. I'm looking for a judgment on this specific thing, not on me taking a vacation. So it gives you a time frame, probably like
Okay.
this is probably early 2021 or what have you. Like,
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. You're doing your testing and taking your precautions. It was okay to do this time.
the casinos have just opened up recently, and my friends and I have always enjoyed a little bit of gambling, so we decided to check one out. I usually have a specific fund dedicated to gambling, so I don't use up any of our savings, but most of that fund ended up being put towards rent during quarantine since my girlfriend got laid off of work. Now, here's where I think I might be the asshole. It had been over a year since I had gambled last, and I really wanted to gamble. Any other gamblers out there reading this post will get it. I didn't want to take away from the house fund or from our grocery fund, so I decided that taking money from my kids' college funds would be the best option. One of them is 14, the other is 11, so there is still plenty of time for me to get the money back before they actually go off to
But you're
college.
not getting the money back.
Man.
You're sorry. That part already gets me because I've heard this explanation. Not this
Oh,
story.
yeah, but
I've heard people use this rationalization
this
before.
man definitely has a gambling problem.
Oh yeah, yeah. First off, it's been a year. I can't do it.
Yeah,
But okay, yeah, you can replace money you took in that time frame, but the money you're using to replace the money you took is money that should have been on top of it.
yeah,
So red flag already. Complete illogical thinking. Line at
yeah. I ended up winning. I kept all the money that I gambled, and I ended up making a profit of about a quarter of the fund. I called my girlfriend and excitedly told her the news, but she asked me where I had gotten the original money from. I told her and she freaked out. She screamed at me, told me that she was going to tell the kids how immature I was, and hung up on me. I know that it was a little bit irresponsible, but I don't really see the issue. If I had lost the money, it might be a different story, but I won, so I don't get why there's a problem. Now my kids have even more money to put into their college fund, and I got to gamble like I wanted to. It's been 3 days since that conversation, and she hasn't responded to any of my calls. Now, this paragraph is very telling. I'm getting really sick of reaching out to her when I don't think I did anything wrong, but my flight home is soon, and I don't want her to bitch about me not apologizing when I get home. But do I even have anything to apologize for? So, Reddit, am I the asshole? Edit. I don't think you guys get it. I only gambled about $30,000. and now me and my family are all better off because of it. Don't you guys understand that I won? I accept my judgment, but I disagree. I told you this one was going to be like, we wanted to pick one where the querent was the asshole. This guy is 100, first off, 100% the asshole, but I also want to know what mojo bag he's using when he
To
goes gambling,
to what?
that he just won like 8 grand.
Yeah, but if you're gambling, if you're putting up 30,000, 8 grand,
Well, he said
he's
he
not
won
that
about a
big of a
quarter
difference.
over what he had
Yeah,
put in,
yeah.
which, it's drop in the bucket, yeah, but at the same time, like, you do want to know what you're using that you're getting 125% return.
I mean, yeah,
But
but why would you?
first off, you literally gambled with a semester for like a year of college for one of your children at a
Oh no,
state school.
anymore. That's
Well,
insane
that's what
to
I'm
me.
saying, at a state school.
Oh wow,
Like,
wow. So okay, there's a couple things I want to let's point out here already just to show how much a father of the year this dude is. All right, he's saying girlfriend and not wife.
yeah. But they have
So
teenagers.
he doesn't mention whether the girlfriend is the mother. So one of two things is true. This woman has been with him long enough to have a 14-year-old child, but she won't marry him. Two, she's not the mother, and she is more upset about those children's futures than he is.
Yeah.
Both things are kind of telling. Now, I understand there are some relationship dynamics where people just don't want to get married and stay together as if they were married just without the label. I get that, and that could be the type of situation, but it could also be the fact that this woman recognizes that he's kind of scum,
Yeah.
and she wants an easy out if and when it ever comes to time of that.
Yeah. She's got a lot of heavy thinking to do because I think this would have me taking his name off of, like, moving all the money to an account without his name on it
Yeah, yeah.
and having a joint like account for household expenses, and that's it.
hmm
Um,
Also, though, so he says in the beginning that he's a gambler,
yeah.
but he wants to try out a casino. So what gambling is he doing?
Oh no, I think it's just like we wanted to try one out while we were there because it had been
This time around.
it's
Okay.
COVID. Like, I think it was like,
Okay.
oh, we just want to try this one. Like,
Okay.
but like,
Because
you
otherwise
don't
you're looking at a lot of
dabble in
potential
gambling with 30K.
illegal gambling. No.
Like, that's
So
not
this
a
guy has,
dabble amount.
yeah.
That's not like I took $500 and I went to the slots or I, like, sat at a table for an hour. Like,
Dude, if you took $500 without telling me, I don't care if you have $125 return on that or not. I'm still gonna be pissed you took $500 without telling me.
right? But like, I feel like that conversation would have been had before I ended up in Vegas. And like, I'm going to take $500 to the casino and it'd be like, all right, cool, like, whatever.
Yeah, because we communicate.
Yeah. It's
And
not
when
like,
you're when
oh,
you're
30
taking
grand is just getting played with at the craps table.
when you're taking funds that don't belong to you,
Yeah.
and I
And a
went
college
and
fund does not belong to
nope,
you. It belongs
and
to the
I
children.
would include a joint bank account as that not fully belonging to you.
Right.
So
There's a little bit of discretionary leeway most of the time where it's like I can go and buy a gift or something if I need to.
yeah,
But
well,
like,
yeah.
uh, so yeah, this lady, magically speaking, has a lot of work to do if she needs to figure out where she stands and where she wants to stand. If she's not the kid's mother and she's their only protection from this asshole, like, I kind of feel for her.
Oh yeah.
So there's definitely like steps she needs to take to protect herself, protect the kids if she can. Uh,
I mean, this is 100% addict behavior.
it is addict behavior. So like, you could even do workings on addictive personality types. Like,
There's healings you can do.
there,
If I remember
there's
correctly, like
different
dragon's
crystals, and
bloodstone, I think, or just bloodstone
amethyst is
works really
good.
well with getting rid of addiction, or not
Breaking
getting rid of because
cycles,
you don't. But
but helping to break a pattern of like habits. So yeah, and even amethyst, like, there's some do with there's a bunch of crystals that are decent for personalities.
mhm.
Um, this would be a come to Jesus moment. Like,
Oh yeah,
this would be like happening again, or we're all gone. Like, even if I was just a girlfriend and I was like a step parent or a parent, I would probably still be trying to get some kind of kids and their college. Like, no more.
I mean, I think this is an opportunity to dial 1-800-GAMBLING.
Yeah, 100%. Like
Or
I
whatever
would
the
be
hotline
leaving
is that's
pamphlets all over the
oh yeah.
goddamn house. I
Yeah.
would be so obnoxious. And they would just be like, you need to change this behavior because what you did is 100% wrong. And I think most of Reddit seems like they agreed because he had to try to like, and he knows what he did was wrong because he wouldn't have mentioned the fact that he won.
Yeah.
If it because he
Yeah.
knows had
He was
he
trying to
lost
rationalize.
30K, he'd be fucked.
Yeah. He was trying to rationalize it so that he could use it as fodder against his girlfriend in an argument.
Yeah. But I won. And I was like, that's not the point.
And my guess is she doesn't know about this Reddit post, but had they come across and said, "No, dude, you're not the asshole," he would have made sure she knew about it.
Yeah. If it had turned in his favor because he won,
Yeah.
7-8 grand.
Now, that paragraph starting with like, "Oh, I just don't want her to bitch at me about it."
Yeah, that speaks so much of his fucking character, and that right
that's
there.
not very hopeful that he's gonna ever see that what he did was wrong, or anytime soon see that what he was doing was wrong.
Yeah, that right there would make me incredibly reluctant to continue the relationship.
Without something like Gambler Anonymous.
Yeah. No, I might even like because he has no concern for her.
Yeah, but when you're dealing with addiction on top of it,
That
it's very well could be that because it's the same thing of, well, I don't want you bitching that I'm having my 75th beer tonight.
yeah,
You know, take away the 75 beers and that
then
need for it, it's a different.
touche.
Yeah.
Like it's just like that's why it's like it'd be a come to Jesus moment.
Oh, very much so. With a lot of contingencies of you have to go to meetings, you have to do this,
Yeah, and we're going to therapy
yeah,
together
yeah.
because
You don't even watch the lottery drawings at 7 o'clock.
yeah, no more lotto girls. Sorry, not
No
sorry.
more nothing.
So I think like unfortunately with this situation, there's a lot of stuff that you have to do in the physical realm. Like this is just a lot of work to do, and there's some accountability that needs to be taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
That unless it happens, like there's no fixing it. Like,
Yeah. Anything on this one, I think that would become magically or spiritually, you're looking at just support work.
yeah, support work for addiction, support work for uh protection, things
Yeah.
like that. Like you want to protect your money, do some spell work for protecting your money.
Communication.
Do some work on communication. Like those are the things that you can do to support. And then worst comes to worst, justice workings because you may end up having to take him to court.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those are going to be your options, depending on what kind of physical steps she wants to take moving forward.
And I'm really hoping that girlfriend is bio mom.
Yeah, so that at least she has
So that
some
they
legal
have
claim to everything.
yeah, and they have some where to go potentially with.
Right?
Ooh,
Because, living with an addict is hard.
it is.
So,
No matter what the addiction is. So, moral of the story: get yourself help if you fall into this category.
yeah,
Life will get much better when you're not stuck on something like that.
right.
Okay, so the asshole
100% the asshole and mostly support work because there's really not.
metaphysical crutches.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Now into the realm of potential attempted murder.
Yay.
I also chose one where the person is the asshole, but I support the person.
Sometimes it's appropriate to be an asshole.
Yes. So, okay. I've been trying to put names in my head all day to be able to tell the story properly, but let's say we have the OP is Samantha, right? And Samantha grew up with Jackie. They've known each other since they were preschool age. Right? They know everything about each other. They've been through it together. They are best friends literally their entire lives. Right? When they split up, they go to different colleges. After college, they both come back to their hometown area and they're back living in the same spot. And the friendship never really died, stayed pretty close. I mean, it was to the point where Sam knew exactly how severe Jackie's nut allergy was to then be able to help her if she ever got potential cross contamination. Right. So they were thick as thieves. Now, when they were both in school, they both enjoyed themselves, but Samantha came home with a fiance and eventually a husband. They all became good friends, center of a friend group, the whole 9 yards. And a couple years down the road, Sam notices that husband and Jackie are starting to get even closer. But then out of nowhere, it would be one of those situations where when Sam came into the room, they would be close, and one or both would find reasons to leave the room or go to the side or create space. So Sam got curious. Sam went through hubby's phone and found a whole bunch of pictures and texts.
Of course she did.
Of course she did. So Jackie was sleeping with her husband behind her back. So, as a little FU punishment, I'm not breaking it. One morning she gets up, makes her husband breakfast while he's sitting there. Listen. I'm sure you all heard
I've heard this
this.
one. I've heard
I've
this,
heard
and
it
I
a
love
couple
this
times
one.
on TikTok. So when we went, hey, we need an asshole story. I'm like, this is it. So she made him breakfast, and she made herself breakfast. She made herself a slice of toast and smather on a whole lot of peanut butter. So they get done with breakfast. She goes to, the husband goes to give her a kiss goodbye. He's got to leave for work, and she's like, no, not this time. And she drops to her knees and she gives him an extra special send off that morning. So he goes to work. She carries on her day. She gets a message from him, "Hey, I have to work late," which apparently was something else that was going on,
Lots of
and hit
working
red
late.
flags. A lot of working lates. Um, and then a little bit after that, she gets a phone call from her husband. He's at the hospital. Jackie is having a severe allergic reaction, and he's calling her every name up and down.
Gotta love when like the people who are the assholes, like the villain of the story, it gets all mad when they get their comeuppance,
Uh
and it's
huh.
like, bro, like if you would just let these people alone, you
Mm.
would not be in this position.
I mean, if you had left your wife's friend alone
Yeah,
and washed yourself
yeah, that's the other
after
thing. Like
getting
you're,
a oral pleasure and before going to bang
yeah, like
yeah.
this is the kind of guy who leaves skid marks.
But at the end of the day, she was okay. Like I said in the beginning of the story, which I took a little storytelling liberty. So it's not quite 100% the Reddit that you read or you heard. Oops. Um, but she knew how allergic her friend was to nuts.
Yep.
So she knew this would not be life threatening. It would be a trip to the hospital, but it wouldn't be life threatening. Um, Apparently, all their friend group all telling her how wrong she is. She should never have done that. How
Those
could
are
she
your
do
friends.
this? Right?
My friend could help me hide the body.
I mean, yeah, I think that's one takeaway. I think the OP needs to find better friends.
Right?
The ones that aren't going to bang your husband, but then also going to recognize when somebody else does actually something horribly wrong. But at the same time, they're also not wrong. That was a super petty,
Yeah.
potentially dangerous way to let them know that you know what they're doing.
Yeah. And at the same time, like I do believe tampering with food allergies is something that can lead to you getting arrested.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
can catch charges.
If you purposely use allergens against
If you
somebody as to
weaponize allergens.
weaponize it, it will be considered assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah. So she, especially since she went and put her business on Reddit now and admitted that she did it intentionally, like maybe don't admit to a crime on Reddit. Like there's one.
Yeah, but there are some people that they're just gonna stand and toes be like, "Yup, did that."
And like I said, I'm not blaming her. And honestly, like, yes, do that.
Hmm.
Like, but maybe don't spread it on Reddit that you did it. But like, also, I understand why you want to brag about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and same here. That's why I say like I completely agree with this.
Yeah. And
Petty,
like,
petty level,
and if your
amazing.
friend group is not more disgusted by your husband and Jackie,
I mean, that's not real names. That's just
yeah, but I'm saying like if Jackie was the
the friend.
friend,
Yeah,
if your friend group is not more disgusted by their behavior than yours, they are not your friend.
Yep.
They are their friends.
Yep.
So go join a book club or something. Like, you need better
Go,
friends.
go find the people who are all on Reddit going like, yeah, girl, get it
Right?
clean. Now, how I tie this in, doing our little, twist of it and Spellcraft Edition. And that is I want to take the time to talk about hexing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you how to hex someone. I'm not going to teach you how to hex someone, but I'm using this story as the example. She should have waited until she was no longer emotionally charged. If we're looking at it from a hexing standpoint, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure you're not emotionally charged because if your emotions are all over the place, so is your spell work.
You can still be angry, but that anger needs to be focused.
Yes. Yeah.
It needs to be intentional.
But she thought about potential negative outcomes. She recognized what the situation fully was. She knew how far and what the I would say think about what the worst possible outcome is.
And if you're willing to accept the responsibility for that worst possible outcome,
Yep.
then you're cleared.
She knew the worst possible outcome would be friend being hospitalized.
Yeah.
She knew it wasn't going to threaten her life, so she wasn't looking at a life or death type situation. But she knew that, well, I guess you can always look at it as if you're being hospitalized,
There's
that
always the
potential of
potential.
that, but it's way less, right?
Right.
Way less than, like, say, somebody who goes into anaphylactic shock by looking at people.
Yeah.
So she understood that greatest potential outcome, and she accepted it. She accepted all the consequences that could come of it. She seemed to be pretty gosh darn okay with it. In that situation, I would have been also. Um, and then she got creative.
Yeah.
And these are all key things I think when you're looking at throwing a hex or doing any kind of
Really,
left-handed path, even though like we talked about last time, that's not accurate, but
but literally anytime you're doing a working on somebody else, especially without their will or knowledge involved, like, you need to make sure that you're accepting potential consequences for whatever you do to
yes,
them or for them.
yes,
So that kind of goes without saying for any spell work, but definitely with hexing, like, are there kids involved? If you're hexing their car, is there a high likelihood those children will be in the car?
exactly.
Uh, and also be involved in whatever accident that person is involved in. And if there is a car accident, guess what? There's likely another vehicle involved. So are you okay with those people also taking the hit?
Yeah.
So when you're doing these types of workings, you need to be very, very specific. Um, and you need to think through everything that revolves around your intention.
Well, and even when you are very, very specific, the universe can still take it and run with it the way they want to.
Hmm.
Uh, I know a person who threw a hex, rightfully so, at somebody who had been threatening their life, and nothing happened to that person. But instead,
Brother.
their entire family
Oh,
broke down.
it was basically an entire family of pedos that got their business aired
Yeah,
out. People got arrested. It was, I mean, it was glorious. Don't get me
people
wrong.
got arrested. Patriarch of the family tried committing suicide on Christmas.
Yeah, like it was.
So there was
I
there was
mean,
there was
it was
fallout.
a crumble. It was a fallout of glorious
Yeah,
proportions. But
but it's not what the person who cast the spell was initially looking for. They were hoping for a little bit more of a. Eh, we'll, we'll leave it at that.
yeah,
And instead, it got like an emotional
oh
crushing.
yeah, it got a whole lot of blowback.
A whole lot of blowback. So you have to be very careful, very intentional. That's why I say make sure emotions are in check when you do it, and accept that greatest possible outcome. And by greatest, I don't mean woo, it's great. I mean like the biggest.
Yeah.
We've had some people come in. They're like, I want to do a hex that does this, this, or this. And it's like, okay, but do you understand that those things could lead to death? No. Okay. So now you realize I want them to get into a car accident. That could mean them or people around them die.
And it could
Are
mean
you okay with that?
and it could mean collateral damage. It could mean people who are completely unrelated to the event are injured or killed and their life changed forever.
Yep. And thankfully, everybody that we've had that conversation with
It's
is
like,
all like, okay, I didn't think of it that way. Okay, let's not.
yeah,
Let's backtrack here.
this kind of goes back to a conversation we were having before we went to go see Superman. And
Do do do.
I was like, I always get so like stressed out in like superhero movies where they're like, like fucking trash in New York or whatever, and you have all these people, you have all these skyscrapers getting toppled, and I'm like, but what about like the hundreds to thousands of people living in these skyscrapers? Like we know from 9/11, the fallout of just one of those buildings collapsing and like the chemicals going into like the long-term fallout of one skyscraper collapsing, but now we've gotten an alien invasion in New York City and like half of it's gone, and it's like I get so stressed by that. And this is what you have to think of when you're throwing hexes. It's not just your target, it's the wider circle around them. It's the people in the skyscraper, not
Mhm.
the alien in the clouds. So
Yeah. I mean, you just ruined the superhero movies. Sorry. No, you're not.
At least in Superman they evacuated.
Yeah, that part appreciated.
I
Appreciated.
appreciated that.
And I did like was the Spider-Man Homecoming where the villain of the movie it shows him having a company that just cleans up all that rubble and all,
Right? Like the cleanup crew.
which is what a great business to start if you're in
If you're
this.
gonna be a supervillain, be like,
Yeah,
I will destroy New York and then have you pay me to clean it up.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Oh,
respect. It's a hustle.
we got a little off topic, and I'm gonna bring this up because I've been informed that Witch Talk is back on the
Oh
garbage.
God, which shucks back on their bullshit
If
again.
you are a whole ass adult, or even half an ass adult, don't dare hex babies. Don't hex kids.
Yeah,
Come on, what's wrong with you?
we got people on, and it's like it feels like every couple of years we get some like wannabe little Betty badass that wants to sit there and brag about. I mean, 2020 they were hexing the
I'm gonna
moon and
hex
the
the
Fae, and it's just like
moon.
y'all are fucking stupid. I'm sorry, you're goofy and you need to stop. But you always get one little like wannabe fucking edgelord who's like, I'm gonna hex this person's kids. I'm like, why are you doing that? I'm like that. Those kids already have to live with that person.
Yeah,
Like they're cursed enough. Leave them alone.
yeah, yeah.
Like sit down. They're children.
I mean, if you're not gonna walk up in the street and punch them in the face, don't hex them.
If you're not going to throw hands, don't throw hexes.
I like that rule.
Yeah. If you wouldn't throw hands, don't throw hexes. Period.
Hmm.
Now there's one or two kids that I've been tempted. Don't get me wrong. My kid's got a bully, and
Yeah, but we're not gonna
but I'm not actually
ever
going to do
actually
anything. I'm
do
just
it.
going to be like this, little bitch.
Yeah.
Like because I'm a normal, functioning human adult that can like rationalize that. Like yeah, some kids are little shits. Like it is what it is.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't throw
Don't
hexes
do it.
to children for fuck's sake. Their brains aren't even fully formed.
Yeah. Yeah. But they did this. They don't know any better.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
like
okay, they may know better, but
but they're not being taught better either. So like
ain't that the truth these days?
like it's not their responsibility if behaviors have not been modeled for them. At some point, they're going to have to catch up and figure it out, or they're going to fail in life. Honestly, the long term effects of their raising is you're probably going to be way more of a curse than you can put on them anyway. Like those
Oh,
kids are going to be in, like I said, they're already living with that person. They are cursed enough. Like just
yeah,
leave them alone.
yeah. And the whole sins of the father is
Yeah,
with sins of the father is
visit on the sun
visit on
for
the
like
son. Yeah. No.
no,
No. It don't. It no. Just
no.
let's not play these games. Kids are off limits.
I mean, I don't care if
I
you
mean,
think that's some bullshit morality or whatever. Like, if that's what you think, go fuck all the way off. I'm not interested in your opinion.
oh, there it is. That's yeah. Well, I mean, the people who think that morality is BS and it's okay to do it, they're probably the same ones who you know they want to use. We're gonna call them Matt
Yeah,
because that's respectful to them
yeah. Like they're the same people.
all the
Like,
way off.
yeah, all the way off. I'm sorry. Like you're enabling abuse and predation on children. So
Yep. because that is
Because that's
what it
essentially
comes
what
down
you're
to,
doing. That's what you're
right?
fucking doing.
You would have physical, schmexual, mental, and spiritual abuse onto children, and throwing of hexes and curses or anything of the such is that spiritual uh, assault of a child. So
And that
don't.
spiritual assault of a child can end up being one of those other physical assaults on a
Yep.
child.
Yep.
So,
So don't do it. Don't listen to the people that do it. If you're on any of the social media platforms and it talks about doing it, report the hell out of those people because they are predatory. They are pieces of garbage.
yeah.
100%. And I'm gonna stand on that one. Any of you out there that want to go ahead and comment on any of these platforms or email us trying to explain
Why you think it's
why you
okay,
think it's okay or to tell me I'm an asshole for not accepting that,
I will stand 10 toes down on that.
oh, oh, sweet summer child.
Because
Okay.
all you're telling me is who the fuck you are, and what you are is garbage.
Yep. Yep. Please make sure to include your full name, date of birth, and address. I want
Yep.
to send you something.
A picture would be great too, but we can probably find that on
We
social
can find
media.
that. Yeah.
It's another thing, guys. Social media has a lot of pictures of people out there if you need targets.
Yeah. Not if you need target, but if you need
Material.
material of the target. Don't just randomly spin a wheel of profile pictures and be like, that one.
I don't know.
I need to practice that one.
You could do that by pulling up the sex offender list.
Okay. Jess has a point on that one. I will condone.
and then you pick a name out of the hat, and then you go find their social media. This is the only time it's Wheel of Morality. Turn, turn, turn. Tell us the fucker that we must burn.
The Megan's Law list is a training ground for hexes and curses. Guys, in all honesty,
Like,
I kind of want to do this now. Like this is like the best way to get some practice in.
we're gonna be doing that roll for spell. Maybe we should roll for pedophile.
Ah. If any of the
Actually,
roles
the Megan's Law list already has their pictures. You don't have to go to
exactly
social media
exactly.
and their address and their name.
Oh, huh.
Sorry, we just got a good idea. Anyway,
No, I was just gonna say though, you're getting a lot of people listening to this be like, the rule of three, the karma. Remember, everybody, rule of three. All those rules that say you can't do it because it's going to come back on you. That is all practice specific dogma. Remember that. Even karma is practice specific dogma. I know it's become widely accepted,
but white people don't understand what they're talking about when
but
they're talking about karmic repercussions.
and at the same time,
90% of the time.
how do you know you spinning that wheel on that list and throwing some practice axes
Maybe you're
isn't the universe's way of using you as karma?
yeah, maybe you are the instrument of justice.
See, we are doing a much better job at rationalizing than the gambler in your post.
Exactly. I mean, at least I'm not stealing 30K out of my kid's college fund.
Yeah, no, and the only person that would potentially be getting hurt, pedo.
Yeah. Darn.
Oh
Oh
no.
no, what do we do? Oh no.
I was about to break into the you look like a hot dog. It's probably not the best way to go with this.
No. No.
Although you can use a hot dog
In
in spell
a
work
erectile dysfunction
against,
hex.
or just clip that. I'm just saying, there's a lot of stuff you can do. Get creative. Get creative if you're gonna throw some offensive magic.
Yes.
Get creative. The universe likes that.
It gets bored with the same lemon hex over and over.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, effective
I mean, it's
as they are.
classic, but sometimes you gotta have fun with it.
You do have to have some fun. All right, guys. I think we're gonna cut it short here before we start doing anything else.
Yeah, before we actually start teaching you how to do shit. And on that note, I got some jars on my altar that I need to shake up a little bit.
Remember, if you like this, to like, comment, subscribe, smash all the buttons, do all the happy stuff. This is definitely always on the shorter ones of the our lists. I think you guys probably appreciate that as much as to
Yeah,
it.
honestly, I don't have the attention span for shit today, so I'm
No.
sorry.
I though next time I do believe you are going to be talking about herbs.
Yes, we're gonna go over some herbal situations. I gotta figure out what I'm actually gonna do for that.
See, and I'm lucky on this one because that's one of her areas of expertise. So I get to just kind of shut my mouth and ask questions.
Yeah, like, I just gotta figure out the
Yay.
format. I have all the information. It's just what amount of information I'm gonna dole out, because I could go
She
on for
has a
days.
lot. She's done so much research over the years on this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Um, she is a wealth of knowledge and is in the process of getting all her notes together, combining it all up to
possibly
publish a
turning it
book.
into a book. Possibly.
No, 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 no. I'm throwing it out there so
He
you can't back out.
he just wants to quit his second job.
I do. I also understand though that authors make shit.
Yeah, like it's not like we're gonna make money.
No,
I might make more money if I get it printed up at Staples and like sell it here in binders.
actually, that's not. That's a route to go.
Yeah,
Of course, I still think my OnlyFans page is going to be the one that makes us enough money for me to not have to work.
get on it,
Yeah, I'd have to get on there in the first place.
right? That's just it. It's like what OnlyFans page?
I mean, theoretically, it's there. Right? But fuzzy dad bod having guys were the in
Okay, no,
thing.
just start filming it. That's just Tuesday night.
All right, guys, we're way off
All
track.
right,
Like I said, do all those things and
hit all the
enjoy the
buttons.
next couple weeks. We'll see you soon.
We'll see you soon.
Until next time.